stationed at DCI in Papa. I was then the police constable.
Now, I want to know your own words, with minimum interruption for you, to explain to the court what you know about this case, why it's stationed at Mutwapa.
Your Honor, I do recall on the 10th day of January 2019, around 11 a.m. in the morning, I was called by Deputy DCI in Mutwapa, Inspector Ron, police office. At this office, I was able to meet the Governor of Nairobi then, His Excellency Mike Sonko. He was with the Deputy DCIO at his office. Deputy DCIO, Inspector Rono, briefed me on the mission of the Governor, that he wanted some assistance from the police. So we were with my colleague, Police Constable, Dennis Nyakina. He followed us, me and Dennis, to the police office, where we met the Governor, His Excellency Mike Sonko. So Inspector Ron instructed us to accompany Governor to his residence in Karamai. The purpose of the governor to be on the station was that there was an individual from Nairobi, county government, who was the director of Jambopay and Webtribe, Mr. Danson Muchemi, who was basically at his residence in Karamai. So, on the purpose of governor, he wanted assistance to arrest that person in case he gives bribe to him. Because there was an ongoing case at the DCI headquarters on the same person. When sometimes there was an investigation at the DCI headquarters concerning the same person, where these computers had been raided by the DCI headquarters. So he was coming to Mombasa to meet the governor about the same issue. So the governor requested us, if this person comes and bribes, we arrest him on that day. So we prepared ourselves for the station, and then we book an OB so that we can proceed to the work. We book OB number 35.
Slower.
Before we proceeded to Karamai, we book an OB. That's number 5, 10, 01, 2019. At 12 of July. OB number 5, 10, 01, 2019. At 12:45 hours. So that we can proceed to work. So, also before we proceeded, we issued him with a recording device so that we can assist us to record the conversation between him and Danson Muchemi. That is, I see Sony.
Come again. Which name? Yes. No, the name.
The gadget is, the name is...
Sorry, not the name of the gadget. The name of the person.
The name of the person?
Yes.
Mr. Danson Muchemi.
Did you have any particulars like mobile number of Mr. Muchemi?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's the mobile number?
The governor gave us the mobile number for that person. 0720 22 8809.
You are on the gadget?
Yes.
Yes.
Your Honor, we issued the gadget to the governor. I see Sony. I see Interchannel. I see Sony. Audio recorder modem. ICD. That is Interchannel. ICD. P. P for Papa. X 470. ICD. iPhone PX 470. In bracket 11 61 788. That's the number for that Sony gadget which we issued the governor. And in that,
Did you show him now?
yes, we showed him how we correct the gadget and how we get to report the conversation. I prepared an inventory for the issuance of the gadget. I prepared an inventory handing over the gadget to the complainant. And I handed it over.
First of all, do you have a copy of the OB entry?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have it with you?
Yes, Your Honor. I have not made it, sir.
We have already asked this before, so I hope you know the same mistake. That OB entry, and we mark it at DMF5, now 47. Okay. 48. Thank you. I give it that one. DMF5.
We also had a copy of an OB itself.
A copy of an OB.
Yeah, two copy of original from top of the station.
Yes.
Yes. Those are not trying to all OB.
Yes.
We photocopied it and we certified as a two copy of original.
So you have a certified police entry,
Yes.
OB entry. Which date is it?
Dated 19 May 2025.
The entry.
The entry is number 35 of 10 January 2019.
Number 35 of January 1995. Can we mark
2019
2019
at 12:45 hours.
at 12:45? Can we mark that now as DMI, DMFI, DMFI 49? What else would you like to produce before this point?
I had a forwarding letter from SH5. So the same OB
Yes.
and
A forwarding letter was written by those years. When is the letter dated?
It is dated 19 May 2019.
19 May. DMF 550. DMF 5. Proceed. You have your police records. You have dispatched a team to the governor's residence
Yes, Your Honor.
in Kanamai.
Yeah, at around, I think, 0 hours, at the governor's residence, the same person, Danson Muchemi, who was to come, arrived at the governor's residence in Kanamai, where he was ushered in by the governor to his house. So me and my colleague, we were just in the house, but in the other room. So the two held their discussion. And since we had instructed the governor to record it, so he recorded the conversation. So they held their discussion about 1.5 hours. When there was a person who came and in the middle of the discussion, then that person didn't stay for long. And then he left.
Where were you?
You were in another room, just in the video. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So after that discussion,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, relax.
So after that person left, the governor called me back with Mr. Muchemi. Then yes. So our purpose of being at the governor's residence was to wait for this person if he gives out fine at that point.
How were you to know if a man had
We had agreed with the governor for a signal if he gives out money. Yes, because we were not far from where they were sitting. We were just in the next level. Yes. So since he didn't give out the right that time, he left.
Okay.
Yes. So then after that we meet with the governor. He gave us the budget. And
Do you have that budget?
yes, Your Honor. I presented it at the design class, but I have the CD which was produced for that budget.
Who produced that budget? Who produced the
I prepared after we left the governor's residence.
Yes.
We went back to public discussion.
Yes.
I recorded the statement. Then I was called to design headquarters to present the certificate to the design headquarters. Forensic lab for production.
Somebody from that section. Let me use it.
Yes, Your Honor. But I can also produce what I have, and then if you need me, you can come.
What do you have there?
I have the CD for the conversation. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
You must be your own MP5.
Before then, Your Honor, after we went to Mutual Police Station, I went and listened
You listen to
to the conversation.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. So there was a lot of things that were talked. We have a transcription for the same.
Yes.
But what was interesting to me is a point where Mr. Muchemi was trying to convince the governor, if he accepts to work with him, he will be giving him between 4 to 5 million per day. 4 to 5 million per day. He went ahead and also told the governor that during the 5 years, the previous governor, Mr. Evans Kidero, made around 7 billion through the same system.
7 as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Up to 7 billion
7
in 5 years.
5 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that was clear.
It is clear, it is in the script. It is in that record.
Had you prepared the registry as per my directions in the last sitting?
Yes, she does.
Was the court assistant in the copy? Because I thought the notification would come through. Court assistant? Check from the laptop, kindly. You have permission to check before I determine the way forward. Very well. Very well. We continue tomorrow, the 17th July 2025 at 8, Mr. Nyakundi.
Can we leave at 9:30?
9:30. So we will straight away begin with that audio.
Yes.
And just go and test whether it is working, because sometimes we encounter challenges in the way. Yes.
Then we'll also have a transcript.
Very well, very well.
So thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for that. Patience.
Court will adjourn.
Documents in this bundle, we will be marking them as we go along.
Your Honor, my name is Stephen Mogaka. Stephen Mogaka.
Second is Monsieur.
Yes, Musyoki.
Sorry, Your Honor. Sorry to interject. Just for perhaps for housekeeping, which I believe will be very known, we are yet to at least have notice of received documents.
No. What are you by profession?
I am an advocate by profession as well as an accountant.
Where do you live?
I live in Nairobi,
Yes.
specifically
Advocate
and accountant.
You live a member of parliament for
It's
which
West
constituency?
Mugrango constituency. Yes, I'm employed by the people of West Mugrango constituency.
I see. Thank you for coming. We've called you to testify concerning an argument. Do you run a legal office?
Yes, I practice in the legal style of Musyoki Mogaka and Company Advocates.
Yes. Based where?
Uganda House,
Yes.
4th floor.
Uganda House, 4th floor. We have called you here concerning an agreement dated 13th of March 2017. You know that agreement is in a bundle. That's number 78. Number 78, page 78. So that bundle. We have called you in connection with that agreement. Do you know anything about it?
Yes, I'm aware of the agreement which was drawn in my chambers.
When was that?
That was in March 2017, and it was executed on the 13th of March. It's dated the 13th of March 2017.
Thank you. Who are the parties to that agreement?
parties are His Excellency Governor Mike Sonko, Mbuvi Gideon Kioko,
Yes.
as the vendor,
Yes.
and Ms. Abab Auto Limited
Yes.
as the purchasers.
Oh, come again. This is second name.
The second name is Abab. It is Abab Auto Limited.
Your Honor, it's ARBAB, auto as the motor vehicle and then limited. And you say then that agreement concerned what property?
It concerned a property in Machakos Town, Block 3, stroke 3101.
Yes.
Come again. Sorry,
It was LR Machakos Town, Block 3,
Machakos,
Town,
Town,
Block 3, stroke 3101, Your Honor.
Thank you.
3101.
3101.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. What was the consideration in that agreement?
The purchase price was to be 34 million shillings.
Who was buying from whom?
The Abab, and forgive me for my pronunciation, Abab Auto Limited was purchasing
So long as it's not Al-Shabaab, it's okay.
was purchasing from Governor Mike Sonko, Mbuvi Gideon Kioko.
Yes. And was the consideration met to the best of your knowledge?
At the time of execution,
Yes.
1 million shillings was exchanged.
I see. But the terms in that agreement are stated there.
They are stated there as mutually agreed at the time between the vendor and the purchasers.
Confirm whether stamp duty was paid on that agreement.
Yes, Your Honor, the stamp duty was paid and the agreement was duly stamped.
The agreement was duly stamped.
Yeah,
When was the stamp duty paid?
it is stamped as on 13 March of 2017.
13th of March
Yeah,
2017.
by the collector.
And that is the agreement.
Yeah, that is the agreement. Your Honor.
Agreement, Your Honor, appears 78 of that bundle, page 78. In any case, we tender it as exhibit, defense exhibit 1.
Just for guidance, we will mark, then at the tape, and you move the motion for production as unexpected, as per the directions of the courts.
We do what you want?
Unless he has finished.
47. And you wish to produce that as an exhibit.
Yes, Your Honor.
May it be exhibit 47, Your Honor.
Once you propose, give them time.
You wish to know what is being produced? Is it what is in the bundle?
Yes, just out of my professional duty, although the vendor is indicated as Honorable Mike Gideon Kioko, the documents that we used to draw the agreement were in the names of Cleophas Mailu. The subject property was in the name of Mr. Cleophas Mailu, and there was a bundle of completion documents in favor of Honorable Sonko.
Clarify that so that the court is clear.
The title document or the subject property Machakos Town, Block 3/3101, were at the time of drawing the agreement in the name of one Cleophas Mailu. And Honorable Sonko had completion documents in his favor, and that was the basis on which we drew this agreement in favor of ABBA.
And that is the interest he was selling to ABBA?
Yes, Your Honor. Thought it is important I assist the court to that extent.
Your witness, Mr. Coach.
Good morning, my brother. Thank you. In a different capacity.
Referred to exhibit D-7, Defense Exhibit 47.
Yes, Your Honor.
You only give the agreement for sale.
Yes.
Kenya is acting unreasonably. Is demanding that we remove all the vehicles from our compound. That they are sinking a trench at the gates. I find it unreasonable. But anyway, we may have to adjourn because it is a veiled threat that our vehicles may stay here for 1 month. Yes, I will address them at the appropriate platform. And so, sorry, we may have to adjourn for a few minutes, like 5-10 minutes.
Very well.
To make a progression. And Mr. Akula, you are
With the seller agreement.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
And I want you to confirm you've not stated who from the company came to your office. You've not said who came from the company.
No, I've not stated, but the company director appeared before me with the company seal.
So I want you to confirm again that they are court.
Yes, but they will be produced by
That's what you confirm.
Mr.
Not-
Mulwa himself, I'm sure.
That's what you confirm. You don't have the report.
I don't have them with me here. The completion document of Cleophas Mulwa to Mike Sonko.
And that will be all. So are you the one who paid for the stamp, the registration of the agreement? Are you the one who paid for it?
No, that was paid by the clerks.
From your office or from the other side, from the complainant? Sorry,
From ABBA.
There's been no or the purchase. Who paid for the registration of the agreement?
It was the purchasers.
Thank you.
I offer no questions in the exam. Thank you for coming.
Most obliged.
I swear by the Almighty God
I swear by your Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give
that the evidence I shall give
before this court
before this court
touching on matters in question
touching the matters in question
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Your Honor, DW2.
I live in Lavington, Nairobi.
Lavington, Nairobi.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I run a construction company
Yes.
and a mandated company.
Hmm?
I run a construction company called Western Limited
Yes.
and in Lindsay Credit, which is a mandated company.
You're too fast for
Sorry.
Name of the construction company?
Westken Limited.
Westgate.
Westken.
Spell for me.
W-E-S-T-K-E-N.
K-E-N.
Limited.
Slowly, just stop
Limited.
it.
Yes.
And the other company?
Lindsay Credit.
Spell for me. Sorry?
L-I-N-N.
M.
Z-I.
I.
Credit.
Lindsay
Credit.
Credit Limited.
Yes.
I see. Do you know why you are here today?
Yes, Your Honor, I know.
In your own words, tell us why you're here.
Your Honor, I'm here for the purpose of, first of all, I'm a former president of Bunge la Wananchi.
You're formerly president
of Bunge la Wananchi. Bunge la Wananchi is a social grassroots movement.
Sorry, president?
Former president
Former president
of Bunge la Wananchi.
Is that where Kaucho is today?
Yes, Your Honor.
You said Bunge la Wananchi is
Bunge la
what?
Wananchi is a social grassroots movement.
social
Grassroots movement
grassroots movement
that champions the issues of a human rights defender, fight against corruption, and civic education. Your Honor, as a Bunge la Wananchi,
Before you go there, do you have a constitution?
yes, Bunge la Wananchi, we have a constitution.
Yes.
That is why we elect the president,
Yes.
we elect the speaker,
Yes.
we elect the county coordinators,
Yes.
and also we elect constituency coordinators.
Okay. Were you the inaugural president or there was somebody before you?
There was somebody before me.
Now let's focus now on the case before the court. In that capacity as the president of Bunge la Wananchi, what did you do concerning the case before the court?
Your Honor, Bunge la Wananchi, because as a social grassroots movement, we fight for the fight against corruption. We have members of public in different areas and different sectors in public and government entities. Your Honor, in the matter concerning this case,
Yes.
we received a complaint from our members who works in City Council of Nairobi
What was the complaint?
The complaint was concerning the company called Webtribe or Jambopay.
come again.
The complaint was against Webtribe. Webtribe.
Web,
Stroke
Your Honor, is as
Jambopay.
Hold on. Web, Your Honor, is as the spider's web, and then tribe. Tribe as.
And one word.
Yes, it's one word.
That has contracted by Nairobi City County to collect the revenues.
Yes. Go ahead.
Your Honor, when the matter is brought to Bunge la Wananchi, how we discuss.
Yes.
discussed the matter, and members of Bunge la Wananchi gave me authority to do a letter to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. The letter dated 14th December 2018.
You wrote a letter?
They wrote a letter.
What's the date of the letter?
14th December 2018. Then we copied the Office of Director of Criminal Investigation, Anti-Corruption Commission, and to then former Governor of Nairobi, His Excellency Mike Sonko.
You have that letter?
Yes, I have it with me.
We're going to mark it in the file D48. Was the letter delivered?
The letter was delivered and it was received the same date.
Yes.
To the Office of the Director of Criminal Investigation,
Yes.
to the DPP, and His Excellency the Governor of Nairobi's office. Then after that, I received a call
Yes.
from the Office of Director of Criminal Investigation by the one Mr. Olesina.
Yes.
Phone number 0722 93 49 27. Your Honor, I recorded my statement with him, and he was with other officers.
Yes.
And also on the same letter that I wrote to the DPP, I received a reply from the Office of the Governor of Nairobi.
Received?
A letter,
A letter.
replying letter. Letter dated 17th December 2018.
Dated?
Dated 17th December 2018.
Yes. What did the letter say?
The letter says that he received our complaint and he has already shared information with relevant authorities to do investigation. Your Honor, also I received a letter from the Office of the DPP saying that they have taken the matter and they have directed the relevant authority to do investigation.
Now, first of all, you have a copy of the letter from, you have the letter from the governor,
I have the letter from the governor,
dated 17th December
2018.
You mark it, Your Honor. It's in the file D49. You said you also received a
I
letter.
received a letter from the Office of the DPP, Your Honor, because it has taken a long time. I have forgotten whether I kept that letter,
Yes.
but I hope it is in the DPP's file.
I think we have marked it. I'm told it was marked before. Is there any other role you played? You complained?
No,
Then you recorded a statement?
we recorded the statement with the officers that allowed to do investigation, and the matter was taken over since that time,
Yes.
it is only today that we have been called before this court to give a side of our story.
To produce the letter that you wrote to the county government.
Yes.
It appears from as number one. And also the response from the governor in that letter dated December 27, 2018 as exhibit 48 and 49. Would you like to use that?
Yes, I would like to produce your honor.
Just to my colleagues. I'm sure you are.
Raising an objection to Bill 548, Bill 548, and Bill 549. Your Honor, the Evidence Act requires, number one, our documents need to prove a fact. What we have are photocopies, Your Honor. With regard to Bill 548, whereas that it is an allegation that it was delivered somewhere, that will be a fact it issued by consideration. None of this document does not marry the evidence. So it is a photocopy.
Come again on the points.
Whereas it indicates that it was sent to some relevant authorities, on the face of the document, that does not marry. And being a
That does
photocopy,
not.
marry the evidence of the evidence. Being a photocopy,
Niko nayo. Nitaangalia kwa my documents.
secondary documents have to be proved. There's no notice issued. That we could rely on a secondary document. With regard to Bill 549, being a photocopy, or a printed copy, because I can't tell if it's a printed copy, a photocopy, either an electronic certificate, them being the owners or the addressee in these letters, they need to have the original document. And the author being the first accused in this matter, I think that would be the best person who would be required to talk about this to be the author. It appears, I'm not saying it's the author, but it appears it's the author. So we will get to its production of this document.
ML5D48. Of course, the original is with the director of public.
Mr. Akula, I gave him his time. You had your time. You can respond.
What was it? Yes, I don't understand. The original.
Is ready.
The original of ML548 is with the director of public prosecutions. Your Honor, as for ML549, the first accused has the original copy, so we can mark it for identification and produce it with the first accused. The objection concerning ML548 is with tremendous respect.
original is with the DPP.
Documents,
Without repeating, is there a copy?
yes, sir. No, there is no stamp. There is no stamp by the DPP in that letter. It's sitting like it. Number two, we have an official email. That email, Your Honor, has not been available before you. So when my colleague says it was delivered, it was with the DPP, that is a fact issue. Which only this witness can talk about, not my colleague. So we object to it.
Ukitaka kuondoa lazima ufanye nini? Uulize. The questions, but sijakupea nafasi ya kuuliza. I was very good and encourage it.
Okay.
About 20 minutes to do a ruling.
Very well.
So that resume at 11 we provide the two documents, the court assistant. That is,
That should be page 1, 2, and 3.
page 1, 2, 3.
Your Honor, we object to that. We want the document they seek to produce, not the ones that sent. What is the bundle and what they seek to produce are two different things.
Mr. Nyakundi, please.
I'll give let me have
This court has applied its judicial mind to the trial objection raised by Learned Prosecution Counsel Mr. Akula, representing the case against production by DW2 as exhibits in favor of the first accused, two documents marked DMFI 48 and 49. The grounds canvassed in support thereof. Equally, this court has addressed its judicial mind to the response prosecuted by Learned Counsel Mr. Nyakundi, representing the first accused. The primary ground assigned by Learned Prosecution Counsel in fortifying the trial objection is the undisputed facts that the two documents are secondary evidence and their production is being pursued without conformity to the rules governing production of secondary evidence. Further, in respect to DMFI 49, it is contended by the said Learned Prosecution Counsel that DW2 is not the maker thereof and therefore not in the capacity to produce DMFI 49. Finally, Learned Prosecution Counsel contends that it may be an arduous task to decipher whether the two documents are either computer generated or photocopied. In response, the gist of the response proffered by the said Learned Counsel representing the first accused is that in respect to DMFI 48, the primary document was dispatched to and delivered at the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, making it impossible for DW2 to be in possession of the primary document, having been left with the secondary evidence, the secondary document now available in court for production. In respect to DMFI 49, Mr. Nyakundi acceded to the trial objection and proceeded to intimate to this court that since the maker is in possession of the primary document, at the appropriate time, the maker will produce it as an exhibit. I have discussed the law, principles governing production of evidence, and I have about 5 points in summary to make. The first point, which should be clear to all of us and which will govern our proceedings henceforth, is that whereas dictated by the nature of each proposed evidence, some trial objections ought to be determined pronto, some may be deferred to determination at a later stage, either in the ultimate ruling or in the ultimate judgment in the matter, for reasons to be explained hereinafter. The first main reason is that there is no law that obligates a court to determine a trial objection pronto, since the law contemplates that trial objections, such similar to other pieces of evidence, form part of the proceedings from which the right of appeal arises at conclusion of the matter. Secondly, in no way does mere production of a document as an exhibit in evidence signify that the document has passed the acid test of admissibility and or relevance. Put differently, production of a document as an exhibit in no way is equivalent to foreclosure of or a shield from any challenge on account of admissibility or relevance. It must be appreciated that production of a document in evidence is not the ultimate. The ultimate lies with determination of the questions around admissibility or relevance at the appropriate stage. I think I've explained the second point clearly. I'll move to the third point. Before I go to the third point, for your own reading on the tenor of production or marking a document, you can read at your own time the decision by the Court of Appeal in Kenneth Nyaga Mwige versus Austin Kiguta and two others, reported in 2015 EKLR. In that decision, you will see two principles. The first principle is on the legal ramification of marking a document, and the second is the legal ramification of production of a document in evidence. You will see a similar approach by Professor Ngugi, Justice as he then was, in Republic against Mark Lloyd Stevenson, reported in 2016 EKLR. In the two decisions, you will see the stages of production of a document, 4 in number. And we were at stage 1. The last stage is always at the stage where the court retires to determine the matter. I have also been persuaded by a decision of the Supreme Court of India. All of us will appreciate that our Evidence Act is not homegrown. We borrowed and adopted the Evidence Act of India. And for that, decisions from India are very crucial in interpreting our own Evidence Act. And for that reason, I was heavily persuaded by the decision of the Supreme Court in Shantilal Panchal versus the state of Gujarat and another, rendered on 22nd February 2001. In that decision, having observed the ping pong in relation to trial objections, the Supreme Court gave direction on how to handle trial objections to the lower courts. One of the directions was that unless it is absolutely necessary that trial objection, and there are a number where it is necessary to rule immediately. For example, trial objections on the manner of examination. That, as a matter of necessity, calls for an immediate decision, so that we have a common direction on the way forward. So the Supreme Court was of the view that unless it is of absolute necessity to do so immediately, the rest can be deferred and subsumed to the next main decision of the court. Finally, of the Supreme Court of India on 22nd February 2001. I have explained 6 reasons why I have taken that approach. You will find those reasons in pages 8 and 9 of my decision. Most of the time is that does then production, and the answer is no. That is a question, if a court renders itself, is amenable to either revision or appeal. And if for appeal, it remains live throughout the journey of the matter. The next issue I think is important to address is then to give the way forward. Wherefore, I reach a conclusion that unless it is plain and obvious that it will trample upon the objector's right to a fair trial, and or that it will amount to an egregious travesty of justice, and or that it will occasion a grave prejudice to the objector, and unless in such event the opponent accedes to the objection in a manner that conclusively settles the issue, if the opponent is keen to produce the subject document as is, it will be deemed by this court that the opponent, in this case the accused, the contextually placed, has decided to exercise his right of adduction of evidence under Article 50, Clause 2, Paragraph K of the Constitution of Kenya, in which case this court will permit the production thereof and deal with the questions raised by the objector in accordance with the rules of relevance and admissibility at the appropriate stage. And in this case, the appropriate stage is the ultimate stage contemplated under Section 215 of the Criminal Procedure Code. In other words, at this interim stage, it is not within the province of this court to stand on the way of that which an accused wishes to place before the court for consideration. since this court will at the appropriate time have its bite at the cherry, invoking the relevant rules of evidence. It follows that if no such grounds have been demonstrated by the objector, including but not limited to immediate prejudice to be suffered by the objector, if the question is not determined immediately, the court will permit production. It must be underlined that this approach promotes fair-mindedness, and underline this one, a sense of responsibility on the party proposing production of such evidence. In that at such a determinative stage, both parties will, at the later determinative stage, both parties will have an arm's length opportunity to submit on the question, and such questions, as a matter of necessity, will constitute preliminary questions for determination by the court before determining the matter on merit. For avoidance of doubt, this judicial view and approach does not apply to objections which in their inherent nature are either plain and obvious, that is Roman 1, 2, do not call for a protracted interrogation of the rules governing production of evidence, and 3, which necessarily require determination pronto. And such objections include, but not limited to, objections relating to rules governing examination of witnesses, issues on hearsay, et al. Final direction. On this one, now we should be clear, all of us. For purposes of this trial, therefore, unless it falls within those exceptions, it will suffice if a party desirous of raising a trial objection expressly calls the attention of this court to that specific trial objection, supported by such number of reasons as the objector wishes to advance in support of the objection, and B, cross-examine the opponent's witness in regard to the trial objection, and C, although this court will permit production of the document, determination of the issues raised by the objector will be deferred and subsumed into the decision of the court under section 215 of the CPC. I will supply copies, unsigned copies. If you need a certified copy, of course, you know what to do. Court assistant. DMA 548 appears. The record will be deemed to refer to DMA 536. And wherever DMA 549 appears in the record will be deemed to refer to DMA 537. You can proceed.
From this witness,
Mr. Akula.
Good morning. Let's bit 36, you know. You did your functions in an organized manner. when you had information, how did you store the reservations or information you passed?
When we receive the information, Your Honor,
Not this one, just say in the operations. When you receive a complaint, you cease, make a decision on solution. How do you store that information?
this is when we receive the information or anything that we discuss. In Bunge, we have functional Bunge la Wananchi, whereby the speaker, we have that chamber, and we have the change of Bunge la Wananchi. Anything that we discuss, the Attorney General of Bunge la Wananchi is a custodian of every document that belongs to the motions or anything to the Bunge la Wananchi.
The operations.
Yes.
You said that you have been directed by the Bunge la Wananchi to write to ODP and other agencies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Before you wrote the letter, that is SH5, please confirm this morning in court, you don't have those resolutions.
Once we discuss the matter,
Please confirm before court, you don't have those resolutions.
Your Honor, you can confirm to this court.
Please
As of
confirm
now,
in court, you don't have those resolutions. It's a very simple
as
question.
of now, we don't have that. As of now, but we are custodian.
Please confirm again, you don't have the resolution telling you to write to ODP and other agencies.
Your Honor, in court, we don't have, in our custodian, we have. We can produce them in court.
I want you to look at textbook activities. You wrote to 4 entities.
Yes.
4 persons.
Yes.
The DPP,
Yes.
the DCI, you wrote to the DPP,
With your question?
you wrote to the DPP,
Yes.
you copied the DCI,
Yes.
you copied EACC,
Yes.
and you copied the government then.
Yes.
Please clarify to that court in that document how many entities received that letter.
Thank you.
How many entities received that letter of XB36?
4 entities. And I am ready to clarify the
No, I want you to confirm from that document how many entities received that letter.
2 entities.
Which one?
Your Honor, I want you to bring attention.
Please answer my question.
It was received by the office of the DPP on 14.
Do you have the stamp of the ODP?
They took it to
Do you have
the
the
secret
stamp
register.
of
The
the ODP?
secret register, the ODPP, of which you know very well, they don't stamp. They receive, they do it to the lab. The secret register.
I'll answer you. You answer my question.
Yes.
Please bring yourself to my questions. Do you have the stamp of the ODP?
It doesn't have the stamp of the ODPP because we log it as a secrecy register. But you can confirm from the DPP's registry,
What's the
secret register.
question number 2? Do you have a stamp from the DCI?
The DPP,
Do you have a stamp from the DCI? You answer the question.
the letter was received as a secrecy register, of which I am ready to take it there
Which?
and verify the date that was received.
Am I good guidance to this witness? This will answer the question.
A minute. Mr. Asput. If you have clarifications, the advocate for the first accused knows what the law requires him to do.
Thank you.
Sawa sawa. So don't be worried about clarifications. The advocate knows what to do.
Thank you.
Sawa sawa.
Asante sana.
Aye.
Thank you. Do we have a You talked about documents. Please confirm whether that document has those letters. That letter has those documents you are talking about in your letter. Sorry? Please confirm whether your letter has an extent of what you are talking about in the letter. Is that enough? You say you recorded a statement?
Yes.
Please clarify you don't have that statement at all.
I don't have that certificate.
And you say the DPP responded to that letter.
Yes.
Please confirm you don't have that letter.
I don't have.
That will be
The office of have for.
At the office of the DPP, there are two registries.
the honor of the document.
Yes, Mr. Kula.
My question was related to stamp impressions of that document.
Minute. Stamp impressions.
That document.
That document.
Please ask any clarification. But if I believe you take that away,
If my colleague,
you take that away, and in this meeting, I will seek your leave because the damage are working on it.
Yes. A minute, Mr. Nakunda. Mr. Nyakundi, proceed to respond.
Clarification. It's a tool that is necessary in the examination to clear any issues that arose during the examination. Since my learned friend raised the question of the absence of a stamp in the office of the DPP, it is in my legitimate province to clarify on that point. I think this objection is also with tremendous respect. It is the
Action. The court notes that the question put to the witness emanates from the very question which was put in cross-examination by the Learned Prosecution Counsel. The objection is therefore overruled. Proceed.
you can explain to them, and the others are not there.
Your Honor, under the Laws Act, Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, there are two registries. There are public registry, for which when you take any document, we put a stamp. And there are secret registry. That one, they don't put a stamp, but they put it on the black paper. The PCI, they have also two registries. The one at the first floor is the public registry, which is open when you take any document, you scan it. DCI headquarters,
Sorry, come again.
the second floor, registry, is a secrecy registry, whereby they don't stamp by the right of their book, that black mark. Then they indicate a date that they will deliver that letter. Thank you.
Gave earlier that this document was actually delivered to those offices.
The letter was delivered to those offices. That is why I can even find it in the list of the court.
And they have been referred to the court before.
Yes, you are right.
Now, there's a curious question which my colleague asked you about annexures or documents. Just look at the letter again, the letter you wrote. Did you indicate anywhere in that letter that you were providing any documents to the officers that you delivered the letter?
The entities, you read a letter to the entities that have powers
Yes.
to do investigation,
Yes.
and they did the investigation.
Yes. Did you need to provide any annexures in the letter?
We don't need to provide any annexure, but if it is needed by the head of criminal investigation, DPP or the DCI,
You are ready.
we can be able to provide.
Now, you also asked about, sorry, you want to make another You were also asked about the statement you recorded at the CID.
Yes.
Did you leave with the statement you recorded? Where did you leave
I
that
did
statement?
not leave with the statement. Once you record a statement to the police officers,
Yes.
they remain with the statement.
So you remained with the statement. Does your own have any questions? I propose that we rest his evidence. I request that you be released.
Sorry?
I request that you be released.
Yeah, the witness is released.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we move to the next witness, is there a need for a break?
There could be
Oh, there's no need. Break by any party. You can raise the issue now or forever. or forever.
I swear by the Almighty God, and the evidence I shall give before this court, touching on matters in question, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Is your name Inspector Ambrose Rono? Oh, Chief Inspector.
Chief Inspector Kiprotich Rono. Sorry?
Currently, is Baringo as the command commander at the Rapid Deployment Unit. Yes, Your Honor.
I want you to cast your mind back to the year 2018 connection with this case. In your own words, what can you tell his honor?
Your Honor, the year 10th of January 2019.
10th of January 2018.
2019. I see that as I was there with DCIO at the station.
The acting
DCIO
DCIO
Mtwapa police station.
Mtwapa.
Mtwapa. This is a police received yes, namely by then the Governor of Nairobi, Mike Sonko. The Governor informed me that there is one person, namely Danson Muchemi, who was supposed to visit him. He's a resident in Kanamai.
Come again, the name?
Danson Muchemi.
Danson
Muchemi, yes. That's your name.
Muchemi with CH.
Muchemi. Okay. Your name Muchemi with CH.
Be sure, be sure, be sure.
With CH.
I'm recording.
Muchemi.
Muchemi.
Muchemi. Your name.
That is why I asked whether it is with a CH. And continue.
So the Governor informed me that yes, he's going to visit him at his Kanamai residence at Kanamai. And the Governor informed me that the intention of visiting him in Kanamai was actually to bribe him. Over a case that was ongoing in embezzlement of funds within Nairobi County. So what I did as the DCIO, I decided actually to send officers to accompany him.
How many officers?
2 officers,
Yes.
namely Kisorio Victor,
Oh, come again.
namely Kisorio Victor, and Dennis Nyakina. And I made sure they had the recording sessions within them so that they can record any communication that was going to happen. They went and came back to the audio, the communication. And the same was looked at the OP number 35 of 10th January 2019.
Oh, come again.
The same
25.
was booked at OP number
25.
35 of 10th January 2019. That's the one. Yes.
The officers went. And you said you provided a recording device. Who provided it?
Okay, the sub-county level,
Yes.
we always have those areas.
Yes. So who provided the gadget that you provided?
One of those that we have yes.
And you come to testify.
Yes.
That's all. Yes.
Please confirm you are not the one, whether you are the one who gave the guidance to the
I'm not the one who is.
You have not mentioned the model, the type of the guidance.
next witness is
You
going to mention.
have not mentioned the model, the type of the gun.
The next witness is going to testify is going to mention the same.
Repeat my question. You have killed Inspector Roma. Have you mentioned the model, the name of the gadget?
I say in my statement that I didn't have a gadget. So the next witness I think is going to mention
Repeat the question until you answer it. You as Chief Inspector Roma, you have not mentioned the model.
I didn't mention.
You have not mentioned the name of the officer you're talking about.
I've mentioned.
Officer who gave the gadget. You have not mentioned the name of the officer who gave the gadget. That
The
is
officer who was in possession of the gadget.
You have not mentioned the name